I just bought every new Apple product that Apple just launched. And let me tell you, it was freaking expensive. So like and subscribe. We bought all of the new iPhone 17 colors. We bought both of the iPhone Airs, and of course, all of the Pro models. And there's some other stuff here too. So let's get unboxing. And we've got a lot to unbox, so buckle up. Starting first with the new iPhone Airs. These phones came in the new colors black, white, gold, and sky blue. And I'm very excited to try the gold. I feel like we haven't had a nice gold moment in a while. These phones are $1,000 each, which is honestly crazy because they're missing a lot of the new specs. So this thing better blow me away. Everyone is saying that it feels super surreal and you have to actually just hold it to believe it. But I don't know if I trust that. I'll form my own opinion. Oh. I was expecting it to be so dramatic and they're not even here. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're crazy looking. What is going on here right now? Oh my goodness. Wait, they're so skinty. The Ozempic phones are here. Dude, this is actually crazy. I've never, ever seen an iPhone so thin. This is also the thinnest Apple box Apple's ever made. So that's kind of fun too. Ooh, that's so clean. Man, this is a sexy phone. That's just unreal. I'm actually obsessed with this phone. Like, this is probably the coolest Apple product that Apple's made in a long time. Like, Apple has not done anything this cool and new in a while. But for good reason, because this phone low-key sucks. This is a pretty color. I will say it's almost too like sky blue. Like it's like white almost. Like I would have loved a little bit of more tint because it kind of like on the camera especially, it looks very white. I will say it is on theme for the whole like air cloud like vibe. And I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with the like the shiny side. It just makes it look so expensive. And you guys are gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about these phones because we are going to be giving one of them away. So you guys should probably listen and pick which one you like the best. Here's our iPhone Airs. They're so nice. I'm actually obsessed. Also with the new iOS 26 update, all of it's making sense in my head now because these icons can now go clear and this is crazy, bro. It feels insane. Like it feels super light. It feels super skinny. And then looking at the apps, they're like transparent, like clouds. So like holding this phone feels like something straight out of the future. Like it feels insane. And I have to say, I do really, really like this phone. And it's probably one of my favorite phones that they launched this year. I have some beef though. I have some beef with Apple. Okay, before y'all jump on the iPhone Air train, the battery life is worse. The cameras are worse. And that's like one of the most important things for me as a creator is having a good camera and good battery. Because my phone's dead half the time as it is. So the main things you're losing about 4 or 5 hours of playtime on this phone compared to the base model 17. And you're also not getting an ultra wide camera. And I don't know about you guys, but I use the ultra wide camera like all the time. I use it all the time for my little selfies and for like taking group like little videos like this. Like it just looks so cool. Like that's kind of a necessity. I don't know if I'm willing to give that up. I don't know why it's giving me like SE though, right? And I don't like that. Like, when I see like the Pro model, I'm like, ooh, like that's a big boy, you know? Like that's a big boy. When I see this from the front, it's sexy, it's great. But this, I don't know why it's giving me like cheap. And it's not cheap. This is $1,000. Because going from the iPhone 17 to this, if you like keeping the 17 and then you go to this, that's okay. If you're a Pro user and you go to this, that downgrade is insane, bro. You're getting rid of 2 cameras. I don't know, man. We're taking some L's. Okay, I need to test out the cameras on these because I've been trashing on it, being like, the cameras suck. Maybe they don't suck. Maybe they're good. And this phone has the new, I think it's called Center Stage, where you can now just click this little thing and it'll go to landscape mode with just a touch a button instead of like turning your whole phone. You can kind of just press that little button, which I do really like. Isn't that so cool? So you can record me and Joelle at the same time. Say hi, Joelle. That's dope. I don't know why you haven't got this sooner, but that's dope. This is being shot on the new iPhone Air. I will say that you are still getting 4K video on this. You know, it's gonna look good. The video looks dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks good. It looks good, okay? I'm not gonna lie. But no ultra wide, that's crazy. 18 megapixel center stage front camera. Same camera as the iPhone 17. And this one has the A19 Pro chip. Not just the A19 chip, but the Pro chip, which is a bit concerning. Consider this is like half the size of the iPhone 17. I don't know how it's gonna be able to take the same photos, have the same power, and not overheat. The math is not mathing here. I don't know what to say. It's cool though. I mean, the Airs are absolutely stunning. I really, really like these. I wish so bad that this could be my main daily driver, but I'm not willing to make that sacrifice. iPhone 17 Pro lineup. Did an in-depth review on this before, so if you guys want more of an in-depth review on these products, go check out the last video I did. Oh, every time I see the orange, I'm like, wow, stunning. It's stunning. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I said it, okay? Will I ever use it? No. It is kind of refreshing to see like a nice bold color from Apple rather than just like slightly lighter gray. As you can see now, these have a new two-tone look to it. So we have like a nice big chunky camera bar. What the old Pro model looks like, this is what the new Pro model looks like. A little side-by-side comparison for you guys. And then also this little like patch right here that looks a little different. And although it does look a little like not as clean, I would say, it definitely makes it look more high-tech. And then we also move the Apple logo we also move the Apple logo down a tad little bit. So Apple seemed to have switched back from titanium back to aluminum. Technically sounds like a downgrade, but let's be honest, I think the iPhone 16 Pro was one of the hottest phones they've ever made. Like my phone is always hot, always. Like I could literally just be on Instagram and it's like about to blow up in my hand. This material is supposed to help the heat dissipate better throughout the body. They just made it so that way it's not supposed to get as hot. This is supposed to be way better at like dispersing that, which hopefully is true. The reason why there's this big old chunky camera bar now is because they moved a lot of the camera components up here to leave room for more battery down here. Honestly, this phone didn't make any huge jumps, but it fixed the things that were the biggest problems. So I guess they just fixed a problem that they created, huh? I would not have upgraded from the 16 Pro to the 17 Pro if it weren't for the fact that I bought a terabyte with this one. This one has like 256 and it's like literally completely out of storage. And the new 17 has a new ceramic shield backing compared to the 16 Pro. We're also getting the A19 Pro chip instead of the A18 Pro chip, and we're getting an extra 6 hours of video playback. So that means you can watch Sarah Grace for 6 more hours. Same thing with the 17. If you're using the front camera, you can dual record the front and the back at the same time. And the new iPhone 17 Pro has a new 8x zoom, which I don't really understand. Because have we not always been able to zoom that far? Oh yeah, the 8x zoom is like way better. Yeah, it looks insanely better. Once I took the photo, it didn't look that good. Then it like auto edited it to like look way better. Damn, that's actually crazy. That's actually gotta go. You know how Apple's always like, and now 2 times lighter, 20% lighter, 7% thinner. They went backwards with this one. If you look at the comparisons, it's actually thicker, wider, heavier. It's like all the things. Like, so that way next year they can be like, and now 2% lighter. And it's just the same as that. That's what I'm saying. It better freaking not overheat on me though, or I'm gonna throw a fit. Honestly, the biggest problem with the new iPhone 17 is genuinely just how expensive it is. This phone costs $1,000 and it's crazy. There's a ton of new news updates about these phones being super delicate and scratching and denting very easily. So you better bet your bottom dollar that we're gonna put a phone case on this. But honestly, the Apple phone cases are just too boring. So you know I had to get some help from my friends over at Caseify for cases for my new iPhone 17. So first we have the bounce case. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. And then we have the clear case. And lastly, we have the glaze case. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Caseify has some of the best designs I've ever seen on phone cases. Like, I'm actually obsessed with this. Plus, I love that you're not sacrificing the quality for the style. These cases are both stylish and also insanely protective. This first style is the bounce case that has these little bumpers on the top to truly protect your phone, even up to a 21-foot drop. Like, I would trust this case with my life. Okay, that was a dumb idea, but of course it's still in perfect condition. Hello. Plus these cases actually are multifunctional because you can actually clip a strap to these corners. Plus these cases even come with dual lock stitching that fuses the side bumpers and backplate together, so there won't be any nasty detached edges on your phone case. Maybe you like to keep it a little bit more simple with like a clear phone case. They have these clear cases that look stunning and actually stay stunning. I don't know about you, but I hate when the clear cases start turning all yellow and yucky. But the Caseify cases are different because they have anti-yellowing UV defender technology. So that's the last thing you have to worry about with the Caseify cases. And to show just how impressive these cases are, we left this phone case in a coffee cup for 4 hours and it still looks brand new. And do not get me started on the glaze cases. These have the coolest print and color backgrounds on the cases, and they're also insanely good quality. Unlike other phone cases that get dull and get scratched up, these glaze cases are built to last, with the prints printed inside the backplate, so that way this design doesn't fade. Plus, the gorgeous glossy backplate is scratch resistant, that way it stays nice and shiny. Caseify genuinely has so many stunning cases, I don't really know which one to choose. Maybe I'll just have to switch them out every day, that way I don't have to pick one. I know the Caseify has been known to be a little bit more pricey, but the quality and protection you're gonna get in the long run is well worth it. These cases will actually last you. If you want to grab one of your own, I'll have the link in the description, or you can just scan the QR code on the screen, and you can get 15% off if you use my code. So click the link in the description to get a case to protect your iPhone. Trust me, your phone will thank me later. And huge thanks to Caseify Casetify for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'm really excited for this one. The new AirPod Pro 3. Some pretty crazy upgrades here. That's why I'm excited. So these are supposed to have the most insane feature of live translation. Someone can speak to you in another language and it will directly live translate what they're saying. I don't believe that. So we're gonna have to test it today. I hope you know your Spanish, Joel. Also, they changed the size of the AirPods so that way they'll fit in your ear better, which thank God for that, to be honest with you, dude. Like, the AirPods fall out of my ear so often. Like, this was a much needed change. And they also gave you some new like ear tips for smaller ears, larger ears, which we love to see because I'm so sick and tired of these falling out. And here are the beautiful, beloved AirPod 3. They look super similar to the AirPod 2s, AirPod Pro 2. So you wouldn't be able to tell. I don't know about you guys, every time I drop my AirPods, they just fly. They fly across the world. I'm like, no! They just end up on the whole other side. Oh, their shape's different, bro. So like instead of like this being on like the front here, it's like at an angle now, which is great because bro, they was not ergonomically correct. I'm really excited. I really want to try these out because I would love to have more comfortable AirPods. This live translation better blow my mind. I wonder if it's out yet. I don't want to hear it being like, coming 2027. Okay, they already fit insanely better. And you can also track your heart rate with these now, which is literally crazy. I don't know how they managed to get that, but so cool. Protect and enhance your hearing. Take a hearing test. I actually really want to do this. I'm not gonna lie, because I noticed I have my phone at like full volume all the time now. Like that's not okay. Like I remember full volume used to hurt my ears. Now I'm like, I'm not even phased. Time to test out the AirPods. So excited. Okay, talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Are you actually talking?
Yes, I'm talking. Can you hear me? Like, can you actually hear me? Can you actually hear me? Yes or no?
Don't play with me. Are you talking?
Can you actually hear me?
Can you scream?
Sarah! You're lying.
This noise cancellation is insane. Bro, it's insane. I swear to you, I thought you were pranking me. I thought you were like, I could not hear anything you were saying. These are nuts. They're insane. They literally, I can't hear. And you don't know how important noise cancellation is. It's like very important. Like my AirPod Pros are like my baby. But, and dude, the conversation awareness is sick. I've never used it before. Like when I start talking, it lowers everything down. Like that's really cool. Cause you know, like sometimes I'm in a coffee shop and I'm like, I have my headphones in, I'm locked in. And then like some cute guy comes up and talks to me and I have to be like, what? Like I can just be like, oh, I'm sorry, what did you say? Wow. Okay, so the language is downloaded and now it's time to see if this thing actually works. Joel, you better bring out some Spanish.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Sarah.
Hola, Sara. ¿De dónde eres?
San Antonio.
¿Dónde está el supermercado?
I don't know.
What did I say?
Where's the supermarket?
Yeah.
Bro, it's translating what I'm saying. It says hermano. I'm like, bro. Is it a little bit laggy? Sure. But this is the closest this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So that way, like if I'm talking to you, it's gonna translate live to you what I'm saying. So let's just say I need to go to the CVS that's down the street, but I don't know how to get there. Can you help me with directions? That's a mega banger, bro. That's a mega banger. And like, I feel like it kind of picked up a little bit of the words you were saying wrong or like slowly, but even just getting like a gist of what you're saying is very helpful. Like I saw supermarket and then I saw like where, and I'm like, okay, like that gives you enough information. No, not gonna lie, they're kind of cool. They're kind of dope. They kind of work. They're fresh. They're fun and fresh. They're dope. I'm not gonna lie. So I have a problem. Un problema. I have a small problem. Bought these AirPods last year with my name on them because I was like so sure that I would keep them for a really long time. Like I can't trade these in now or sell them or anything because they have my name on them. Yeah, so y'all want my custom AirPods? They have my custom Sarah's earwax on them. But these are sick. These are mine. I'm taking these home. I'm keeping them. Sorry, these are not included in the giveaway. You guys don't get the option for that because they're now mine. Next up, we have iPhone 17. Honestly, not my favorite color lineup I've ever seen with Apple. I think my favorite color lineup was probably like the one where they have like the soft pink, the iPhone 15. That was it for me. I've heard a lot of people really like the green color and I just can't get behind it. I think if it was like one shade lighter, I think I could get behind it, but it's just giving too much like booger green and not like matcha green, you know? So yeah, it's too dark. You would like that color though, right? It's not girly pop enough. So supposedly these iPhone 17s got the biggest upgrade this year. And like, apparently these are like the ones to get, which I don't know if I necessarily believe that. The craziest upgrade these got were they are now 120 hertz. For my people that you don't know what that means, do you? That is what we've been getting on the Pro models for years, but never the base model. So now that we're actually able to get that on the base models, it's making getting the Pro a little less tempting. Oh my goodness. I freaking love when Apple makes wallpapers that go with the color of the phone. Like, they just knew what we wanted, and I love it. So I just think it looks so clean that you can have like the whole icons and wallpaper match the color of the phone. They wanted to have a little moment. It's like the Powerpuff Girls. So the screen this year is actually bigger on the base model. It's gonna be 6.3 inches instead of 6.1 inches, which is cool. I think it's nice to have like a bigger screen overall. So with the new ProMotion technology, that's how you're gonna get the 120 hertz refresh rate, which is gonna make the screen look super smooth. And it's literally gonna be just as smooth and just as clean and crisp as the Pro models, which is huge W for my 17 users. The new iPhone 17 is also supposed to be 3 times more scratch resistant, which is super important. And now these are supposed to come with 30 hours of playback compared to the previous 22 hours. And drum roll please. We're finally getting an 18 megapixel camera on the front camera. That's insane. Like that's so good. And now both cameras on the backside are 48 megapixel fusion cameras. While these upgrades are not huge by any means, like they're pretty basic upgrades, the biggest thing with these upgrades is that this is making it really freaking close to the Pro model. Like the only difference between this and the Pro models is this one has an extra 48 megapixel telephoto lens and a slightly more powerful chip and only 3 more hours of battery life. Yeah, that's insane. These are $800, this is $1,100. The math is not mathing here. This is probably the best year for the base models ever. Like we're getting as close to the Pro model as humanly possible.
I'm just like you, I'm just like you, you're just like me, you're just like me.
I'm trying to figure out what Apple's angle was at this. Like it's almost like they're making these phones too good, where I'm like, okay, what's the difference between the Pro now? And although I'm not a huge fan of the green color, a lot of people seem to like it. The blue is always a pretty color, but this purple, now this is the real bang. This is the real winner for me this year. And if you have anything less than a 15, it's worth upgrading for sure. So now, what better way to test out all of our new phones than by doing a little camera test, a little camera comparison with all of the new phones. So this is the SE3 and the Apple Watch Series 9. I always love that packaging. It's just like pops. So the SE is gonna be the more budgeted version of the Apple Watch. This Apple Watch is $500. If you go on the Apple website and you scroll to compare the Apple Watch 11 with the Apple Watch 10, there's literally only 2 changes. 2 more hours of battery life and it has 5G capabilities now. I just don't know why Apple sometimes is like, you know what? Let's not release a new product. They could just be like, you know what? We haven't really made much changes. Like, let's just skip this year. Like, they could really do that. But you know what? Then Sarah Grace won't buy more of their products. So, makes sense. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even think it deserves to be talked about right now. Like, peace, love, Apple. Like, I really do. I don't want to, like, disrespect them too heavy. But, like, that's embarrassing, bro. It's more embarrassing that I bought it. But it is what it is. So here we have the Apple Watch SE3. Little baby Apple Watch. Oh my gosh, this is so small. I don't remember it looking this small. Look, it's like a little baby Apple Watch.
Dude, that looks like it's from Temu.
You have a new always on display. Get sleep apnea notifications, which I think I have sleep apnea, I'm not gonna lie. This has temperature sensing now.
Is it hot in here? Are you hot? I mean, you are hot. I mean...
Nothing we haven't seen before on another Apple Watch, but for the SE, this was a good jump. I think if you have an SE and you want to upgrade, this is definitely a good choice. You're getting like a lot more features than you would have had on the previous one. So here's the new Apple Watch Ultra 3. I'm excited to see it. The usual packaging we get with the Ultra. Ooh, that's nice. That looks sexy. And we have the band with the watch, and I low-key chose like the most crazy colors because I was like, why not? Sometimes I'm so confused with like the color choice that Apple chooses, just because I can't imagine somebody wanting a green band. But you know what? Everybody likes different things, you know? Who am I to judge? Okay, so here we have the charger. Very nice. Then we have the actual Apple Watch Ultra. And I'm not exactly an Ultra fan just because I think that they are too big for my preference, but these are some powerful beasts. A very powerful product. So apparently better battery life. So we're getting 42 hours of daily use. Fast charge, 15 minutes, 12 hours of usage. That's a slay. Hypertension notifications. So suggests if you have high blood pressure. Now they have a sleep score, which is kind of a crazy though. Aura, Whoop, and Samsung have all had like sleep scores for like years. Like, I'm really surprised. That's like one of their biggest adjustments right now. Oh my goodness, Apple, I'm trying to support you, man. I really am. I just need something. I need something new. More precise GPS. I really can't speak too much on my opinion on the Apple Watch Ultra just because I'm not a user. I think if I had a need for like a super like high tech watch, these are cool features. Like you have some really cool health data that you're getting. This is an expensive watch. It's like $800. I like going on their website and like scrolling to like see the side by side, like adding, and like when everything is like identical except for like one little thing, I'm like, all right, bro, like lock in. Like most Apple launches, this is definitely not something I would go out of my way to upgrade from an Apple Watch Ultra 2 to a 3. Definitely wouldn't recommend upgrading, but if you have the first Ultra, maybe it's time to upgrade. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, like, what do you think about this new Apple Watch Ultra update? Is it really worth even talking about at this point? I'm not gonna lie, I really like this like pink and green combo. Like, I don't know why, I really like the way that looks. It's like a nice contrast. Ooh, look at the little compass. That's kind of cool. Where is north? Now we know. Wow, this is so cool. Maybe I'm biased. I'm like, ooh. Wow, I haven't seen the iOS 26 update. Like, cause now with the iOS 26 update, all the interfaces are like clear. It's like the notification, it looks like glass, and that looks so clean. I know I might sound like a hater, but in all actuality, I think Apple is still one of the most insane tech companies in the entire world. They are constantly innovating. Even if it's just small changes, they're constantly innovating. And you cannot look at this and say that Apple products are not the most beautiful thing ever. I'm always gonna be an Apple fan. I love Apple. I'm just gonna, we have a love-hate relationship. I gotta be honest with them, okay? And I gotta be honest with you guys, because Apple is not sending me to the events. They don't like me very much. But that's because I choose honesty and my original thoughts and opinions over just saying that a phone's good just if it's not. So please like the video and subscribe for my honesty, my brutal honesty. And of course, this is too many iPhones for me. I need to give one to you. So all you have to do to enter to win an iPhone is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below which phone that you like the best. That way I can ship it to you if you win. And also, if you want bonus entries, go add me on Instagram right here. And I will only be announcing the giveaway on my Instagram, my official verified Instagram. I will never message you on Telegram or WhatsApp or any of those, so don't listen. Apple, Tim Cook, I love you.